Welcome back, and we find ourselves here at this puzzle. Let's take a look at the stained glass window.
Monastery's notable keepers
We can see
adorn
each of the
these
keepers has
intricate
got
panels.
some sort of prominent iconography here. So this one's got the
Barbarian
Warhammer,
monasteries of this size
and
were
we can
usually
then look
overseen by
specifically
dorm
at them.
masters, esteemed.
So if we look at here, this guy's got a longsword. There's a longsword over here. This guy's got the battle hammer. So that's the one that we need to put over here. I'll break the group just so that we don't have people following us around. And yeah, the micromanaging all these little guys is getting on my nerves. All right, so we've got the ceremonial warhammer, ceremonial mace, ceremonial battle axe. We're looking for the warhammer. And when it lights up, we know we did it right. If we read the book that the kobolds had, or we violated the grave of this Dawn Master, whose name is
Master
Stockhold, we'd know that he is a mace wielder, which I think is right there. Nope, that is not the ceremonial mace. It just looks like it. All right, by process of elimination, this must be the battle axe. So we open up the secret passage. We also pick up Morning Lord's Radiance, so our weapon attacks do a little bit more radiant damage. That's good for what we're here to do today. Pick up the Dawn Master's crest and read this note. And we've got an update on finding the blood of Lathander. And we are done up here, so let's head back down to Rosie Morn's waypoint. Now, if we were to jump all the way over here, there's a path that we can come down, 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 down to get down to here. But we're not going to do that. It's time consuming. So we will have Shadowheart cast Featherfall on the party, and then just jump down. And we're headed to this ledge, which again, there's stuff that we can climb down to get here. But we're not interested in that. We're interested in just getting people here fast. We know that we're going to head in and we're going to deal with the Githyanki. We know they're here. We saw them earlier. So let's go ahead and disguise ourselves as one. And then we need to pick this lock or knock it, since we've got people that are actually good at it now. Yeah, we had 9. Let's go ahead and just do it. And we'll go in through the back door. Pick up a little experience.
That way.
Where did you? Ah, you are kin.
And we're kin.
State your purpose.
So we'll just take the Githyanki response.
An understandable longing.
Worst lie of our career, and they never doubted it for a second. Let's come down here and take a look at the other vendor in this map. She has a bunch of items that we really want.
The filth of these people. Unbelievable.
Let's take a look at what she'll drop when she dies. So the two most valuable items that she has are the Knife of the Undermountain King and the Gloves of Dexterity. She'll drop both of those, and that's what we want. So let's take a look at what else that she's got. We've got Unseen Menace. This is a really, really nice weapon. So it's invisible while it's equipped, and the benefit of that is that you have advantage with attacks with the weapon until you miss, and then it goes away for a couple of rounds. It's fantastic for your sort of great weapon using classes, like especially the crit fishing kind. So this is one of the best weapons that you can have for a paladin in the game. We've got some arrows of many targets, arcane interference, vital conduit boots are pretty good. Laren's Wrath, Larethian's Wrath, yeah, Larethian's Wrath. This does a cone attack. That's what the special ability is. So once every short rest, you've got a sort of a cone of damage that you can do. Not bad. It's something that maybe we could consider having on Shadowheart to just run up and do some area of effect. She's already got other options for that, so I don't really feel like that's jumping out at me. Arrow of Humanoid Slaying, pretty good, pretty good. Not sure that we want to invest that level of money in it, but still pretty good. Let's take a look at what we've got that we would like to get rid of. We don't want to sell anything to her that's very expensive and might cause what she's dropping to change. Potions of mind reading, I don't really think that we're in the mind reading business. Get rid of some eagle feathers. The heart-shaped rocks will generate oils of combustion. These are pretty good for us. There's a bit of a thing where you can group enemies together and then apply this to all of them and then do a really colossal amount of damage with a fire wizard. We'll get rid of the Oak Father's Embrace. I don't think we're going to do this sort of undead that hit the wearer take damage build. It's interesting, but I don't think we're going to do it. Let's see, Giant Breaker. Reeling is not terrible, right? So they've got -1 attack rolls, so it's a way that we can set up folks to not hit us when they run up. I don't know that we're interested in that either. I'm a little worried that if we sell it to her, it'll be worth too much. This thing is, I don't think, enough that it'll be meaningful. Get rid of the Exterminator's Axe. Maybe Firestoker. We don't inflict burning a lot. This would be something that if we had been using the Spider Companion for the Ranger would maybe have been good. So, but the companions are so hard to maneuver around, I'm not sure that I would want that. Scourge, kind of still like that. Might do something with it. And what else do we have? There's some gloves up here. So the Daredevil gloves, we get a +1 bonus to a spell attack rolls. It's not bad. So they're pretty good, especially for Gale at this level. I think honestly we're going to be spending most of our time casting Fireball for the next little bit. So I'm not sure that they're a straight upgrade from like Bracers of Defense. I don't think that she'll drop them, so this is our one chance to acquire them. It does allow us to attack things directly next to us, so maybe we'll pick it up. So Ring of Flinging, that was sort of a impulse purchase. Didn't actually probably need that, or the Returning Pike. Not terrible to have the option to use it, but probably not going to. We haven't really been using toxins. I don't think that we want the armor of Kushigo. I don't think we're going to use that. Okay. We might get it back, though. We'll see. Unseen Menace is another one. We're going to have to do a little more trading with her anyway before we're finished, so I think that's good enough for now. Let me do a quick tour before we get to killing all the gith. So we are under no illusion that that's what we're here for. Right, so we're here for vengeance for the priests that are killed. We're here to steal a Githyanki egg.
I heard they're making us join the patrols.
Oh,
Here's the front entryway leading to the stairs that come down from the sort of more obvious entrance. This is a little classroom where a guy is kicking the heck out of a student. Here we've got the hatchery where the egg is at. We've got a couple of patrolling guards and then a couple that just sort of hang out. And here we've got, it says the infirmary, and then there's some beds, and then back here is the Zayslisk and the doctor that runs it. So that's the layout. And that layout makes it make the most sense to try to get an out-of-the-way place where we can drag enemies towards us. And that's going to be this room. So this is where we're going to start. And we'll need to do a little bit of prep before we start with all of the killing. Alright, so we've got everybody up here. We'll break the group apart. Our monk does way more damage and is much more accurate if they are strong. So we'll have Karlak consume one of the potions of Hill Giant Strength that we bought. So that should help her do all of her hitting. Let's grab Asterion and hit the party with Longstrider so that we've got more movement. This is especially important for the monk, who really needs to be next to people to do big damage. And we'll hit ourselves. Alright. We've got some other options with Asterion. We've got the ability to summon an additional archer. We haven't gotten anybody down yet, so it's going to be difficult to get that one to go off. We can summon. Let's take a look at what we picked up for our summons. Get rid of Ice Knife for now, and we can replace it with Conjure Woodland Being. This thing does a ton of damage, and it casts Spike Growth at will. It's really, really good. We also picked up Ice Storm and Firewall. These are useful. The gith tend to Misty Step around and through everything, so it's difficult to pin them in with those. Sleet Storm is also fantastic for just locking people down. We've got a couple of minions that we can summon. We can hold off on that for now. Our bard doesn't have any buffs, I don't think, that we'll want to cast. Nor does Karlak. She does have this ability to get some key points back, and she's got a amulet that will get her some key points back. So on that note, we'll have Karlak come over here. Whoops. She's trying to take the long way. Don't need to do that. We can just jump. So from over here, she's going to be able to come down and hopefully sneak up on these guys. See if Asterion can make the jump. He can. So for this fight, we'll have him go into owlbear form. And our plan is going to be to have him initiate by jumping down here. We'll have Gale try to go smash with fireballs, and we'll see if we can't take them out before they get a chance to go.
Rest for the wicked, I see.
So our real goal is to use Minor Illusion to get this archer down over here and around all the rest of them. They're too scattered at the moment. So if we don't like the positioning of opponents, especially here in the Gith stronghold, we'll just move them ourselves. As soon as they turn around, we'll cast again. I'm trying to get this guy to come forward. And we'll do this one last time. Crouch. Go into turn-based mode. Crouch. And crouch. Now let's see if we can drop in and visit with these guys. And it's going to be a little difficult to position fireballs, and we know that. So I still think that this is the best strategy, but we might be proven wrong here. Hopefully this initiates a surprise round. I might maybe even have Gale not be hidden just to make sure. I think we should be okay. Okay, so we got our surprise round with the worst initiative kind of ever. Let's start off with Gale and try to position the fireball so that it's not hitting our person but is hitting theirs, and we've got one, it looks like. So I'm getting yellow outlines but no red one, or no blue one. Let's take a look at what we've got left. Our big worry here is this Gish.
I need to concentrate.
Shadowheart is not in combat yet. We'll have her walk in. And we'll try a slashing flourish on this dude and the guy with 4 hit points. Alright, so we're set at this point.
I could go for a good meal.
So we'll sneak Karlak down. And if this seems cheap, just know that they'll all try to kill you when you're leaving. Alright, so let's try to do topple. And that's good enough.
What's cooking?
Let's see what they've got. The key to this door over here. The Ring of Arcane Synergy, so when we deal damage with a cantrip, we get Arcane Synergy for 2 turns. That's good for your switch-hitting warlocks, mostly. Most other classes don't use cantrips and weapons. But it is a way that we could do a little bit of a prep run, so we could have a paladin or something attack an object before the fight starts.
Let's see.
And we'll have Karlak open this door, and we'll have Gale do a little bit more fishing. Looks like we're even going to get some of the guards. Alright, and go into turn-based mode here.
Let's march. On it.
We'll shut the door, though. I don't think that that's going to come into place, or come into play. We'll crouch with our owlbear, and we're just going to launch in. Our big worry is this guy, the warrior. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can place to hit all 4 of them, but we'll just go ahead and jump. They are caught by surprise, as they should be.
Can't afford to stay idle. Have to keep
And for whatever reason, Shadowheart's not in the combat, so we'll have her pop in at some point.
Ready for another round?
Okay, Karlak is 1. Let's do a flurry of blows. An attack. And then we could stun, but I don't think we're going to need to. So we'll do another hit. Asterion will try to finish the job. Almost. And we'll do another jump. And that's it.
Wanna dance?
So those are the 2 patrolling guards that are done. Let's group everyone up, and we'll head into the hallway. And I think we'll finish the hallway, and then we'll finish this video. So we've got 2 extra guards over here. Where on earth is Shadowheart?
focused. I must keep going.
Surprised that she made the hiding check in heavy mail, but
You have my attention. To new horizons.
we can walk over here. There's just this one guy. He doesn't turn or anything. We just want to make sure that the door is closed. Kind of interesting. He's decided not to be angry about that. His mistake.
Ready or not.
Alright, and we'll just run over. And that's that.
Very well.
There's an elegant chest. And because we're a little bit poor, we'll go ahead and grab all the things.
I venture forth.
And we'll end this video here. We've got the hallway clear, so we're able now to pierce into each of these rooms. We can do the training area, the egg hatchery, the infirmary, and then probably the merchant, and then we'll deal with the boss, and then there's another boss that's past her. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.